many different things, and we've had some great discussions. We were together last night for dinner, and I learned a lot about India. Fascinating place, beautiful place, and it's an honor to be with you.
आज मेरे मित्र दुनिया की सबसे पुराने लोकतंत्र के महारथी श्रीमान राष्ट्रपति जी के साथ मेरी ये मीटिंग बड़ी महत्वपूर्ण है। जब भी मौका मिला है हम लगातार मिलते रहे हैं। भारत दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा लोकतंत्र देश है। करीब 700 मिलियन वोटर्स, शायद दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी घटना है कि जिन्होंने पिछले दिनों चुनाव का नतीजा दिया। और मैं राष्ट्रपति जी का बहुत आभारी हूं। उन्होंने टेलीफोन करके मुझे बधाई दी थी। आज फिर एक बार उन्होंने बधाई दी है। भारत और अमेरिका दोनों लोकतांत्रिक मूल्यों को लेकर के चलने वाले देश दुनिया की भलाई के लिए साथ मिलकर के क्या काम कर सकते हैं, किस प्रकार से योगदान दे सकते हैं, हमारे कॉमन वैल्यूज मानव जात के लिए, दुनिया के लिए, प्रगति के लिए किस प्रकार से काम आ सकते हैं, ऐसे अनेक विषयों पर बहुत गहराई से बात होती रहती है। भारत का और अमेरिका का आर्थिक क्षेत्र में, व्यापार के क्षेत्र में लगातार बातचीत हो रही है और कई विषयों में हम अमेरिका के सुझावों का स्वागत करते हैं और मिलजुल करके ट्रेड के क्षेत्र में आगे बढ़ने की दिशा में हम प्रयास कर रहे हैं। भारतीय समुदाय अमेरिका में भारी मात्रा में इन्वेस्टमेंट भी कर रहा है। भारतीय समुदाय अमेरिका में जिस प्रकार से विकास यात्रा में भागीदार बना है, अमेरिका ने जिस प्रकार से भारतीय समुदाय को आदर, सत्कार और सम्मान दिया है, इसके लिए मैं राष्ट्रपति ट्रंप का, उनके शासन का, प्रशासन का, वहां की जनता का हृदय से बहुत बहुत आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। थैंक यू।
Mr. President, can you clarify your position? Today, I'm meeting my friend and the representative of the oldest democracy in the world, President Trump. It's a very important meeting for me, and whenever we've had the opportunity, we've always met. As you know, India is the largest democracy, and we had our elections recently where 700 million Indian voters chose their government. And President Trump had telephoned me to congratulate me, and again today he has conveyed his congratulations. I'd like to thank him for that. India and the United States are countries which have shared democratic values, and we work for the welfare of the world, and whatever contribution we can make in whichever way, we have these common values, and we work for the progress of humanity, for the world, for continuous progress. We have continuous discussions on these issues. India and the United States, we have been discussing on a continuous basis various economic, trade and commercial relation issues, and on many of these issues we have welcomed US suggestions. Together we are working in the area of trade. We are making efforts to take this forward. The Indian community in the United States has made substantial investments over the years. They have taken part very actively in the development part of the United States, and the way the United States has showered love and has embraced them as their own. For that, I would like to thank President Trump, his administration, and the people of the United States.
Mr. President, can you clarify your position on whether you will mediate on Kashmir, please?
Well, we spoke last night about Kashmir, and the Prime Minister really feels he has it under control. I know they speak with Pakistan, and I'm sure that they will be able to do something that will be very good.
You want to add
We spoke about it last night as well.
Mr. Modi, do you want to add?
भारत और पाकिस्तान के बीच कई बायलैटरल इश्यूज हैं और पाकिस्तान के प्रधानमंत्री के चुनाव के बाद जब मैंने उनको टेलीफोन किया था, तब मैंने उनसे कहा है कि पाकिस्तान को भी गरीबी के खिलाफ लड़ना है, भारत को भी गरीबी के खिलाफ लड़ना है, पाकिस्तान को भी अशिक्षा के खिलाफ लड़ना है, भारत को भी अशिक्षा के खिलाफ लड़ना है, पाकिस्तान को भी बीमारी के खिलाफ लड़ना है, भारत को भी बीमारी के खिलाफ लड़ना है। हम दोनों देश मिलकर के गरीबी के खिलाफ लड़ें, हमारी असुविधाओं के खिलाफ लड़ें और हम मिलकर के दोनों देश की आवाम की भलाई के लिए काम करें। ये संदेश मैंने पाकिस्तान के प्रधानमंत्री जी को भी दिया है और राष्ट्रपति ट्रंप से भी हमेशा हमारे इस बायलैटरल संबंधों के संबंध में बात होती रहती है।
Between India and Pakistan, there are many bilateral issues. And after Mr. Imran Khan became the Prime Minister of Pakistan, I called him up to congratulate him, and I told him that Pakistan needs to fight poverty, India too. Pakistan needs to fight illiteracy, India too. Pakistan needs to fight disease, India too. And so together, let us join our forces to fight poverty and all the ills that are facing our two countries. Let us work together for the welfare of the people of our two countries. And this is the message that I keep giving my counterpart in Pakistan. Along with President Trump, we also keep talking about the different bilateral issues between us.
Mr. Modi, would you like to have President Trump be involved in negotiating between Pakistan and India?
भारत और पाकिस्तान के सारे इश्यूज बायलैटरल है और इसलिए हम दुनिया के किसी भी देश को इनके लिए कष्ट नहीं देते हैं और मुझे विश्वास है कि भारत और पाकिस्तान जो 1947 के पहले एक ही थे, हम मिलजुल करके हमारी समस्याओं पर चर्चा भी कर सकते हैं और समाधान भी कर सकते हैं।
India and Pakistan have all the issues are of bilateral nature, and we do not want to give pains to any country in the world to, in fact, try to do anything in this, because these issues are bilateral. And I trust that before 1947, when we were one country, that even afterwards we can find solutions through discussions.
Mr. President, is that offer still on the table?
I'm here. Yes, I have a very good relationship with both gentlemen, and I'm here. If for any reason, but I think they can do it themselves very well. They've been doing it for a long time.
President, the Chinese have said today publicly that it's more low-level calls that have happened, and they're downplaying the significance of the calls the U.S. administration.
I don't know what you mean by that. Low level? The vice premier is low level? I don't think so. I mean, it's in your mind they're low level. What is the position of the gentleman that was quoted in the newspaper today?
Right. Well, the Vice Premier, Leo Ho, came out with a very significant statement, and we've been communicating through intermediaries back and forth with him.
Who's the Vice Premier of China?
Yes, sir, I understand.
That's not low level.
I understand, I agree. I was just, there was a statement that the spokesman for the Foreign Ministry, for instance, said they weren't aware of the calls happening.
I don't know about his
There's been communication going on.
at the highest level.
Thank you,
At the highest level.
Can you clarify the calls, Mr. Minister?
No, I don't want to.
We don't want to go into. We don't want to go into.
Hey, look, in the meantime, our country is doing great. We're doing great. The Prime Minister just congratulated me. Everybody that's met has congratulated us on the job we're doing in the United States with our economy. Our economy is phenomenal, best it's ever been. And that's despite the trade deals. And when the trade deals get done, like we did with Japan yesterday, we did a really big, tremendous trade deal with Japan. And we have others coming. We're negotiating now in earnest with the European Union because they want to do that. They want to do that, and I do too. So we have, when we get these deals done, our country will be transformed. I mean, it'll be monetarily transformed. It's such a difference between the horrible, horrible one-sided deals that we had in the past. And frankly, past administrations should be ashamed of themselves for allowing that. But we have many of them. One of them is the USMCA, Mexico, Canada. And hopefully that'll get voted on very quickly. Everybody wants it to happen, so hopefully we can make that a bipartisan bill. But we have many trade deals that are doing very well, and including China. And I think it was necessary to go through this you would say a rough patch, but I'd say maybe much more than a rough patch. But that's okay because we've been paid billions and billions of dollars. And you know that prices haven't gone up and there's been no inflation. And we've put a lot of money in the Treasury and, tens of billions of dollars. And I've given a lot of it to the farmers that were hurt. I've been able to give a lot of money, compliments of China to the farmers that were hurt because we gave them 16 billion and we gave them 12 billion the year before. That made them whole. That was the amount of money that China didn't invest to our farmers, give to our farmers. So the farmers have been amazing, but they're very happy with the job we're doing. But eventually they're going to be the biggest or one of the biggest beneficiaries. Okay?
Mr. President, did you attend the climate session?
Say it?
Did you make it to the climate session? Were there any conclusions that you should
I'm going to. In fact, it's going to be our next session. So we haven't had it.
Do you have a message that you'd like to deliver to?
No, I want clean air and clean water. And we're right now having the cleanest air and cleanest water on the planet. But that's what I want. I want absolutely clean air and clean water.
Mr. President, just briefly back on China, we saw the comments from the WHO about wanting calm. Calm, exactly. Just wondering if you can clarify what you meant about the call. Was that with Lighthizer?
I don't want to talk about calls. We've had calls. We've had calls at the highest levels. But I don't want to talk about that. But the Vice Chairman put out a statement last night that was a statement and saying that he wants to make a deal and he wants calm. And I think it's a very good word to use, calm. Not a word that I use that often. But it's a good word to use. And I think it's one of the reasons that's a great country. I mean, they understand. I think that message also helps with respect to Hong Kong. I really do. I think it makes it easier for Hong Kong to do something. And I think that President Xi will do something with Hong Kong. I really think that message is a good message with respect to what the ultimate outcome is in Hong Kong. Very, very positive message. And we appreciated it. We appreciated it. What else? Anything else?
Mr. President, what are your latest thoughts on your threat on pulling out of the WTO? And if you do, can I also ask Mr. President Modi what your response to that in terms of how it affect India's trade strategy?
Well, we haven't been happy with the WTO, but now we're winning cases. We won the big Airbus case, as you know. It's a tremendous case. I mean, it's billions of dollars. That was a very recent victory, and we're winning cases now. And we're being treated more fairly now in the WTO, which we appreciate.
मुझे लगता है कि हम दोनों को बात करने दीजिए, हम दोनों बात करते रहेंगे, जब जरूरत पड़ेगी आप लोगों को जरूर जानकारी पहुंचाएंगे.
He actually speaks very good English, we just don't want to talk about it.